Have you ever caught yourself pretending? Pretending to be fine, pretending to be confident, pretending to not care, even though deep down you're falling apart like a badly built IKEA chair? Yeah, we all do it. And today we're talking about the real psychology behind pretending, why we fake emotions, fake reactions, fake strength, and even fake whole versions of ourselves, and why it actually makes more sense than you think. Let's be honest. Humans pretend more than actors do. We pretend we're not hurt. We pretend we didn't care about that message. We pretend someone's comment didn't sting. We pretend we're busy when really we're lying in bed contemplating life like a discount philosopher. But here's the shocker. Pretending isn't a lie. It's a survival tool. Your brain is programmed to protect you, not necessarily with the truth, but with whatever keeps you functioning. Let's start with the most common type, pretending to be okay. We all do this. Someone asks, "You good?" And even if your entire life is burning behind you like a dramatic movie scene, you smile and go, "Yeah, just tired." Why? Because your brain knows that vulnerability feels risky. Admitting pain means opening the door to judgment, rejection, or someone giving you advice you absolutely did not ask for. Sometimes pretending is easier than explaining. Sometimes pretending feels safer than being honest. And sometimes pretending gives you time to breathe until you're actually okay. Now let's talk about a hilarious but very real one, pretending you don't care. You know that message you saw at 3:07 p.m.? The one you definitely cared about? Yeah, but you left it on read until 5:52 p.m. for emotional strategy. Why? Because pretending you don't care protects your pride. It gives you a feeling of control. It keeps you from looking too eager, too invested, too human. But the psychology behind this is simple. We pretend we don't care because we fear what happens if we do. Care is vulnerability. Care is risk. Care is handing someone the USB containing your happiness. Pretending feels safer than surrendering. Then there's pretending to be strong. This one is universal. We walk around like emotional superheroes, acting like nothing affects us while a tiny inconvenience like dropping your food suddenly feels like the most tragic moment of your existence. Pretending to be strong doesn't mean you're lying. It means you're doing what humans do when life gets heavy. You hold yourself together with tape and hope until things get better. Now here comes the sneakiest type of pretending. Pretending to be someone you're not just to fit in. It starts small. You laugh at a joke you didn't understand. You pretend to like a song just because everyone else does. You shape-shift a little to avoid standing out. But the psychology behind this is deep. Humans are wired for belonging. Back in early human history, being accepted by your group literally meant survival. So today, your brain still panics at the idea of being different. It tells you, blend in, don't risk it, don't be too real, because rejection to the human brain feels like danger. But here's the interesting part. Pretending isn't always bad. Sometimes pretending is how we discover who we really are. Think about it. Sometimes you pretend to be confident until suddenly you actually feel a little confident. Sometimes you pretend to be brave and the bravery slowly becomes real. Sometimes you pretend you can handle something and before you know it, you actually can. Psychologists call this acting as if. Act as if you're confident. Act as if you're capable. Act as if you belong. And your brain eventually adapts. Pretending can be a bridge between where you are and where you want to be. But here's where pretending becomes dangerous. When you pretend for so long that you forget who you are underneath it all. When your identity becomes a costume. When your emotions become a performance. When your smile is rehearsed instead of real. The truth is, pretending is a tool, but not a home. It's something you use to survive moments, not something you use to live your whole life. So if you catch yourself pretending today, don't beat yourself up. It means you're human. It means you're protecting yourself. It means you're coping the best way you know how. But also remind yourself of this. You don't always have to pretend. You don't always have to be strong. You don't always have to act like everything is fine. Because sometimes the bravest thing you can do is stop pretending and let someone see the real you, the messy you, the confused you, the honest you. And the wild part is, that version is usually the one people connect with the most. So the next time you catch yourself pretending, ask yourself one thing. Am I pretending to protect myself, or am I pretending because I'm afraid to be myself?